Hi everyone, this is Gina from Quiet Life Homestead. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to talk to you today about something that has made my life exponentially easier, and that is an electric pressure canner. Now, this is different than an Instant Pot or foodie or pressure cooker. This is something that you can actually can in. Um, I still recommend that you learn how to can on a pot on the stove top. And the reason why is because if you ever in a situation where you don't have electricity, you can still can, which is wonderful. But while we have electricity and while the convenience factor is high, for me, it makes a lot of sense to have an electric pressure canner. We are a family of three. We don't need large batches of things. In fact, I prefer small batches of things. I often will find meat on sale, and maybe I don't want to do, like a massive amount. So I love having chicken to make chicken salad, and I just bought some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and then I also bought some legs. So let me just show you what we got today. And we'll talk about it in just a second, but I've got some chicken legs and also some boneless, skinless thighs. This is going to make some ugly chicken, but perfect for chicken salad. This little number is the Nesco electric pressure canner. It's been around for a while. I actually got it a couple of years ago. Y'all, I bought mine for like $99. And then, in the throes of all the nonsense about not being able to find canning supplies and that type of stuff, I thought to myself, you know what? I ought to get another one. That way I could run 8 jars of something if I want to. I can get a full big batch, just like my bigger Presto stovetop one. But I don't have to babysit it. And for that, it's a complete game changer. Now, I will say this, you do need to read the manual. And unlike other canning situations where you start with cold water, in this canner, you always start with hot water. I have tried it with cold water on cold jars before, and it just does not work. It will not come up to temperature. So do yourself a favor, read the manual, and then do what works best. So this is room temperature. This is raw packed. I'm not going from freezing cold to blazing hot. I've got hot tap water in here. And you can always warm up your jars with a little bit of hot tap water from the outside to kind of reduce the shock a little bit. So from here, we just press high. We're going to pressure can chicken for 90 minutes. So we're going to go down a little bit here. All right, and then we're going to hit start. We have the gauge on exhaust to begin. And then once it starts, it'll count down by itself for a 10-minute exhaust. And then all you do is you come in and turn this dial, and it does the rest. Love it. Don't have to babysit it. I will tell you, the cost of this pressure canner is much less than the Presto digital pressure canner that's come out recently. These have been around a little while, so I felt comfortable with them. And they've been bought, I think there's another brand called Carry or something like that, something that starts with a C. So Nesco and that brand are the same. I think there was just a name change at some point. Anyway, when I looked up the prices of things, and I love the look of the Presto digital canner. It was gorgeous. And it was like 300 and something odd dollars. And I just wasn't willing to commit to that. I love to can, but I don't do it a whole ton. And so I didn't want another big machine. I have invested in things that I know I use often. I have a freeze dryer. I have a Ninja Foodie, which is wonderful. It's an air fryer and a pressure canner and a dehydrator and all the things in one. So I just wanted to have a little bit lesser expensive of an appliance. So I bought this one, I think in 2019 or maybe 2020, before all the nonsense. I had one. When I first was introduced to canning and I learned how to can on the stovetop, I was like, man, there's got to be a better way. Somebody's got to figure out something better than this. So I went looking for an option, and this was what I found. And then in the height of the canning shortages and all the things, I bought some Tatler lids, which I haven't even tried yet, but I bought some and I have a whole bunch. And then I also got a second canner, and I got them while they were 100. I think I paid $99 for the first one, and I paid maybe 115 or 120 for the second one. And I was so upset because I was like, oh my gosh, the price is going up. The price is going up. Y'all, I checked it this morning. It's $168 on Amazon. So my point in all of that is, if you are thinking that you would like to can, but you don't have the time to stand and watch a pressure gauge and deal with the flame. Like, I had a gas flame, and literally a drafty house and a gas flame does not make for easy pressure canning. It makes it kind of miserable because you're constantly adjusting the flame. And I just didn't have that made it not enjoyable for me. And I just feel like sometimes if you want to do something, invest in the tools that make it enjoyable. You don't want to slug fest, I got to go canning today and I'm going to do, 20 batches of canning, and it's going to be miserable, and I'm going to hate it. The people who do large canning batches, they love it, and it works for them. So make it work for you. So what I did was, I invested in this. Like I said, the digital one is gorgeous. It is so pretty looking. Love to have it out on my counter all the time, but honestly, this does just fine for me. I can run, now that I have two, I can run 8 quarts, 8 wide mouth quarts, I'll say that, of anything that I want. And really, that's the max of something that I would probably do anyway, until we, really, until our garden really gets going and the homestead really gets established and stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that, and I hope that if you guys are thinking of investing in canning, now is the time. Just like everything else, the prices are going up, and I don't see them coming down at all. It's wonderful if you can afford the digital, but if you can't, for half the price, you can still electric pressure can. All right, well, I hope that helps, and I hope that I'll see you again here someday soon.